Hi, everyone, and welcome again to Apex Academy, where the super kids are always playing hooky.
Basically.
When we left off last time, Victor and Eris had a pretty knockdown and drag-out sparring session that spiraled a bit out of control. Victor lashed out and decided to head out to do something to the incinerator that has been at the center of so many of their problems. And the team just scanned for him and found him and are trying to figure out how to catch up with him. Does that more or less cover it?
Yeah.
Accurate.
I think so.
Do we want to introduce everybody?
I think we probably should.
Hey guys, I'm Aaron. I play Julius. I play a brainy character. I make inventions, and sometimes they work.
I'm Bird. I play Eris, who is the bull, meaning I was transformed by someone else into a super soldier, and that someone else was Dan's character's mother.
My name is Dan, and I am playing Victor Azoros, aka Prometheus. I am magic using Scion, which means that I am the reformed child of a supervillain.
I'm Emrys. I'm playing Clymene Palace, also known as Null Zone, who is an empathic power nullifier who is also extraordinarily pissed off at the moment.
Understandably so.
All right, so the team was arguing about that Dan is usually the one who teleports them to wherever the next situation is, but he's the next situation.
Here, I need a polo shirt so I can pop my collar, and then I'll spike my hair.
So, in the midst of this argument, a swirling shadow manifests in the middle of Aaron's lab, where he's setting up his little sonar-y thing. And who should appear but Dustin Palmer, a.k.a. Kuthka.
Huh.
Oh, brother.
Dustin?
Oh, that's your roommate, isn't it?
It is my roommate.
Whoops!
What's up, man?
I think I know what's up.
Do you?
It's your teammate, isn't it? You replied all the entire magic using community.
Well,
And
that's on me. It wasn't exactly ready for actual utilization, but it was a necessary step.
Are you all ready to take the next necessary step? Do any of you know what the next necessary step with a mage of his power might even be?
I'm gonna look at Eris and be like,
I'm not even looking back. I'm gonna be getting up in like Dustin's face
Yeah.
to be like, Emrys.
I say, I know. Maybe we could read the entire magical community about his parentage. That ought to help things, right, Dustin?
No, we're not gonna do that. But yeah, I'm definitely going to get up in Dustin's face and be like, he's our teammate, he's our Hello?
We're all
What?
here.
We hear you.
Sorry. I'm going to get up in Dustin's face and be like, he's our teammate, he's our problem, we will handle it. Don't worry.
Oh, you're gonna solve this with the power of love? Is that it? He's
What's
your
love
friend,
got to do?
and that's
got to do
gonna
with it?
contain that. That's gonna contain the magical energy, the eldritch power surging out of him.
And what the...
No, but he can. Yeah, I'm going to put it in null zone. Are we ready, guys?
That is fair.
All right. You might not trust me, and I have
Trust has
no
nothing-
love lost. I have no love lost for your teammate.
Right, that's the
But
point.
maybe you'll trust him. Can bring you someone who you will trust.
And who
And
is that?
he puts his hand out, another swirling shadow, and out of that swirling shadow steps Raj Baz.
Raj was literally the only person I would accept at this point.
in his natural form.
Can I hug him without, like, getting burnt?
Are you Discordia or Eris?
Oh, I'm Eris.
Could probably try. If he sees you coming, he can probably
Don't worry about the fire, babe. I won't let you burn.
But yeah.
He says, Eris, and brings you in close.
It's a relief to see you're okay.
Yeah, I've kind of just gotta need some help picking my jaw up off the floor right now.
And he turns to Clymene, and he says, "My friend, I am sorry. I am sorry if my departure caused anyone to blame you. Caused any social consequences for you.
I'm more worried about social consequences for you. I didn't know. I'm glad you're back, and I'm hoping there's nothing long term from an act of ignorance.
But our friend is in danger,
Yes.
and whether you like him or not, Dustin is the one who knows best the forces that we will be dealing with.
I don't like it. I don't trust it. I don't trust him to have Victor's best interests in mind. I'm saying this to Raj. Like, Eris is saying that to Raj. I trust Raj as someone who's been in the shit with us before. I trust him as Victor's roommate. It's like, I don't trust Dustin.
Well, Raj says, my code name is Shamash, the sun god. And what is a shadow compared to the sun?
Comforting. Bird finds that oddly comforting, Simon. That was a nice little bit of work there. But Eris is going to stay like grimly determined and be like, all right, well, he's your responsibility. Like, I'm trusting you to keep him out of our way.
All right, Dustin, what's your plan here? What are your thoughts?
I don't think he can contain. I think he's got more magical power flowing through him right now than he can contain.
I can't see
There's a
that.
little bit too much
shine.
glare.
I agree completely.
Where's my?
Thank you. I think that, well, Victor is channeling more power than he can control right. That means we either have to vent off the excess power or cut off the source of the power. He's drawing the power from somewhere. And
Well,
I'm hoping that we can together wear him out. And if we can't wear him out, that you are his friends. He trusts you and will be pulling his punches enough that you can keep him occupied while I try to sever the magical channel that he is opened.
if he sees you, he is going to lose his shit. Having Raj come back, I think that might put him on edge and give us a chance. But if he sees you, he is going to lose his shit.
Listen to all these assumptions that I'm like fucking evil now.
No, we just know what your history with Dustin is, and if Dustin shows up to try and, do something to try and stop you, it's just going to set you off.
Look,
I am definitely quite concerned.
if we don't do,
No,
if he goes off on me, that's one thing. If he keeps building up the power charge that he has been building, he's going to go off on this entire city. Or he could. And I don't like him, but I still came here to learn how to be a hero.
Can you sever him from whatever power source he's pulling from? Is that something you can do? I'm going to ask him flat out. Maybe this needs a pierce the mask roll.
Go for it.
Oh, let's see. Pierce. It's my mundane. Oh, that's awful.
Look, homie, this was your idea.
Yeah, I know. No, that's a big fat 4.
Go ahead and mark that potential, baby.
Ack.
I
So
mean,
describe what happens.
Let me read Pierce the Mask again.
look. I'm not going to tell you, I haven't done it before. I know what to do, but I've never done this in a combat situation. I've never done this. I can do this.
Good enough for me. Eris, you know Victor better than anyone. I gotta defer. I have to defer to Eris on this. I have to. I can't make the decision for her since she has to speak for Victor, I think.
You're not going to touch him without my say-so. I make the call for when he's gone off whatever rails you're worried about him jumping. Like, he's pissed off. He went off in a huff. He's throwing a tantrum. Like that, I don't understand why everyone's jumping into this. Oh, he's going to take over the whole city. Like,
Well, Eris, if you think back to
I didn't say anything about taking over the city.
oh, you said consequences for the whole city, implied consequences for the whole city.
I don't even think he's evil. I just think that
he's out of control.
I think he's more implying an uncontrolled detonation, or rather than any other possibility.
And given what we learned from the tailor, it was the tailor, right?
It was one of them.
Oh, don't you start believing that Victor is going to be the cause of whatever cataclysm he was talking about.
I can.
Even we already had this talk, Data. Like you cannot.
I mean, if he I'm sorry. If he wants to roleplay that out for dramatic reasons, that's fine. Yeah.
I don't think we're going to be the cause of it, but 2 and 2 still makes 4, and this is a scary 4.
Okay, so why go back to somewhere where we've already?
Yes, Bridget, the answer to your question. By the way, when OBS is on, I don't get any notifications from any messengers. Just so you know.
The little number flags?
No, nothing. Streamer mode goes on, so I don't get any notifications.
That's stupid.
Well, I probably played a part in setting him off. So, I'm plus. I mean, what? How stupid would I look after what I said to the Athenian about standing by him and then to abandon him here? Whatever needs to be done, even if it's teaming up with you, I'll do it right now. For him.
Raj, you say this is the right thing to do?
I did not come back here just to lose my roommate.
Right, so we go off, we recover him from whatever harebrained thing he's trying to accomplish by himself or with the fucking wolf pack, since we're not good enough for him. And Kuthka doesn't do anything unless we see signs that the shit that happened in the sparring match is going to happen again. I don't plan on hitting him again. I plan on talking to him this time, so I don't see anything going wrong.
All right, it's settled. Is the rest of your team coming?
We don't want to bring them into this. We already saw what happened when Roger. People's secrets have gotten out and caused a little too much trouble too many times. How about that? So, we're here. We're not here as the Pantheon. We're here as two people who can help in this situation.
And one person trying to be a fucking hero. Before we pull
That's
out,
not fair. That's not fair, Eris.
he said if he did. Okay, look, did he not say the thing?
He said he can help, and he's offering his help. He didn't say he was doing it with or without us. That's deep breath. I know there's a lot of tension between everybody.
Speaking of, I'm in enough of a huff. I'm going to run to the bathroom and powder my nose and fix my hair.
All right. Dustin is going to ask, how close do you want me to bring us?
Well, last time we were there, we were able to teleport in, but not out. So we don't know exactly where he's at inside the building, but we know where the building's at.
We also might be able to triangulate where he is based on where his, or at least where his communicator is, give us an idea of where he could be. And I'm guessing it might not be a bad idea to go in through the sewers, since we were able to teleport in but not out last time. If it's something that just activates, as a defense, we might be able to use it to get it out if we don't use it to get in. Although I admit I'm not really sure on how everything works.
The rest of you?
I went to the bathroom. I have a thing that I'm going to do.
All right.
Aaron did activating the machine. Did it consume the card? Help me out here.
If Victor and I did our research correctly, no. It just read the aura off of it and used that to find him.
You remember
And-
if you failed the roll or if you succeeded? Because
I don't recall exactly how that roll went off the top of my head.
All
I
right, well,
believe you made a mixed success, which is why it had the side effect of it was unstable and pinged everything rather than just what you were looking for.
Yeah, it looks like my last roll prior to my failure was a 7 for last session, so that was probably that roll.
okay. Simon, will you give it to me that the card is still there and I can take it with me?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go to the bathroom and use the mirror to get to Victor's lab. And,
Okay.
and while I'm there, I am going to find the necklace he made for me that
Oh, Baldur, stop.
bastard cat.
They all are.
I am going to find the necklace he made for me that shuts down my power, and I am going to find any of the leftover black Gatorade that I saw him fucking around with when he was making it. Ta-da!
Okay.
That's it?
And then I'm gonna powder my nose and fix my hair to make it look like I actually did something in the bathroom and like calm down from the sparring match or whatever. And I'm not going to tell anyone that I have things.
I want to take a chance when there's time to talk with Raj, and you can have me roll for it later. It might be better handled off screen. But I want to find out more about what I wound up putting him through, if everything's okay on his end. I'm just going to be all really, guilty over it.
And I am running
Okay.
around the lab grabbing every gizmo and gadget that I got laying around. Because I suspect we're going to need them.
Yeah. And you don't need to specify any of that.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
we can
that's why I'm
assume-
just kind of saying it high level.
That's your thing. You have a gadget for whatever the challenge is. So, when Bertie gets back, when Eris gets back,
Thanks. I'm not there.
Justin does the swirly shadows thing. Says, all right. I can take us into the where the sewers connect with the waste disposal plant. So you just have to step into the gate that I create. It will probably be somewhat less comfortable than the gates that Victor makes, because the Shadow Realm is not a comfortable one.
Yay.
He does. Makes a big roaring gate.
Okay.
me first, I guess.
You
I'll
first.
If you'd like.
Well, I can come back and tell you if it hurt.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Dan to come back, but like,
Sounds,
You're the worst. You are
sounds like
literally
he's
the worst cat.
falling down the stairs.
maybe that's just Boulder. Did Boulder make you a
All right, I'm back.
sandwich?
What did I miss?
I went to your lab and
Collected a few things.
got some stuff.
Cool. Sounds great.
And then Justin made a gate. Everyone went through, and now they're in the where the sewers connect, link up with the incinerator.
Nice.
So, why don't we then cut to Victor and see what he's up to?
Well, I imagine that I would have beelined. So one of those hollow spaces that we had found in the building. That's not on the official plans, but is where rooms would naturally be.
Okay.
I'm not looking for a fight. But in his current mental state, he's not going to shy away from one either. What does he find?
Uh,
Do you want me to roll to unleash my powers here, since I'm basically like shape-shifting?
yeah, why don't you do that?
Alright, let's roll that terrible footage. Hey, so I rolled a 9 to a 10.
Mhm.
So, the GM will tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary. So I'm basically making it so that my body isn't solid, so I can pass through grates and air ducts and slide under door frames and stuff.
Okay, you can do that, but it leaves the stuff that you pass through is degraded and damaged in a way that leaves an obvious trail.
What, like I'm corroding the metal as I'm traveling over it?
Basically, yeah.
That's a nice effect. I like that. And it ups Bridget's gross out factor, so A plus Simon. All right, so what do I find when I get inside the facility?
So when you get into one of those little rooms, you see something very much like the apparatus that you saw the monk using.
Okay.
You know, this sort of combination of machinery and arcanery.
Is there anyone else in this area, or is it just the machines?
They're not someone else, but there is a big floating eye.
Oh, cool.
Oh no, it's like in the library.
Does it notice me?
Yeah, it does.
Cool.
Shit.
I'm gonna blast it. I'm gonna coalesce into a more or less humanoid, like molten shadow, and I'm gonna blast the shit out of it. I'm gonna just charge up a bunch of my energy and strike out with it, like a really fast moving like venom tendril coming out of the end of my hand.
Engage that threat.
I will engage that threat. What'd I get? Oh, yeah. So I rolled a 12, which is a full hit.
Nice.
So I'm going to avoid their blows, so I'm not going to take any damage back. And then the other thing that I'm going to do is I am going to take something from them, and I am going to sever whatever magical, for the short term, sever whatever magical connection this thing has to whatever alarm system by basically encapsulating it in magical energy, like connected to my arms.
Yeah, it's sort of when you sever it, it sort of goes basically limp. I don't know if an eye can go limp, but it stops hovering.
Okay.
You know, so the only thing holding it up is the energy field that you are generating.
Okay. Sounds good to me. So while I'm holding this thing up, what else is going on? Is there anything else going on in this room that's active that I can perceive?
I mean, the machinery is in operation.
Okay. I'm going to assess the situation. And this is where we're going to see me start sucking real bad. -2 on that sweet, sweet superior. I'm going to try to figure out what these machines are doing. Oh, wow. Oh, because I rolled 2 6s. Holy shit.
Box.
Fuck you. You should not be, like...
Listen, I'm very good at this game.
You should be learning that this is an okay thing to do.
When you assess...
Be punished for this.
So I'm going to ask 2 questions. What here can I use to find out what the machines are doing? Is my first question.
Mm-hmm.
Like what the machine's purposes are. What here can I use to figure that out? And what here is the biggest threat to the safety of the city, if anything?
Okay. For the first one, you realize that there is a...
You want a piece of cheese butter? There you go.
Worst cat ever. Now you're giving him cheese.
I do love him.
What happens
there is a
if
sort of
I give him people food?
spell of identification
This big
that sort of is used to determine the purpose of newly discovered artifacts and what have you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that it might take a few minutes to set up, but it should sort of give you a basic sense of what the machines are doing, because they do seem to be in operation.
I'm going to do that. But in addition
Okay.
to that, are they working in concert with one another, or does it look like there's several different constructs accomplishing different tasks?
They're all working in the same rhythm.
Okay.
Like the beeping from one, the light from another.
So, right, because that's what I was curious about, is whether or not it appears as if they're part of one large mechanism. Okay.
And the biggest threat to the city shows up as you.
Well, that can't be right.
Of course.
I mean, but this is... My assessment is that I'm the biggest danger.
Well, not necessarily your most rational mind, but some part of you, whether that's sort of your super ego or, your sense of how others see you intruding in on your assessment. It is not a guaranteed to be objectively true.
Did I
Maybe sitting here-
did I ever say what color Victor's eyes are normally?
No.
I thought you said green.
No, they're green right now because
when it turned green with the serum or whatever it was. Because I remember at the end of last session, you were like, we're going to see the green fade over to your normal blue, and you're going to mutter, "What really am I?" before you ran off to go do this incinerator stuff.
Okay.
he has Sephiroth eyes right now.
Yeah, so while I'm out, Balder, while I am trying to draw a ritual circle on the floor to basically figure out what's going on with all these machines, Balder, no. I am going to, my, black magic energy form is going to coalesce down back to me, and instead of being in my uniform, I'm going to just be instead of being in my costume, I'm in the school uniform. And though, it keeps, fluctuating, what's the name of the mud guy from Batman? Clayface. Where I'm fluctuating from, having, a human face to, the fluctuations, he has when he's, losing control of his shape. Of my human face. And then I'm having that same double speak scenario happening. And one of my eyes is green and the other one is blue. And the one side of my face with the green eye is rippling more.
Creepy. Okay, so you're drawing a circle. Team, you show up in the sewers,
Balder, stop.
having gone through the gate.
Get in your box.
From all appearances, Justin said what he was going to do, but, you're not really experts on sewer identification, so this could be any sewer. It is, however, the correct sewer. Justin comes through the gate last and sort of closes it off and says, "All right, I'll follow your lead. But I will do what has to be done."
Well, actions have consequences.
I just hope that he doesn't scream like he did when I turned him off earlier.
That we
All right.
jokes.
So, I guess we're going to move further under the plant and towards the incinerator.
No,
I have guilty marked right now, so I have -2 to assess. But if somebody wants to roll assess to see if we
No,
Yeah.
Balder.
I was thinking maybe I should see assess to see if I can figure, I've got the special thing that lets me ask, what is the best way in, even on a miss. So
Come here.
I was thinking I could use that to try to get past the guard.
Balder, just come here. Let me snuggle you.
Does that sound good, guys?
Sounds good to me.
very good.
All right.
And if
Roll
no one
computer.
objects,
I do not have influence over the building, the incinerator, so no bonus or penalty. Ooh, full hit. So I
Nice.
get 2. So
things are gonna go so
I
fast.
think the 2 questions I'm going to get, one of them is from my ability criminal mind, which is what's the best way in / way past? I say way past the guards to kind of guide us up. And then for my second question, I want to be. What here can I use to figure out exactly where in the building Victor is, so we can get there fast?
Okay.
Drummer Kitty.
To get past the guards. Hold on, just 1 second. This To get past the guards, it looks like they're based on your sort of previous dealings with security guards, you know a lot of the sort of radio codes that they use for their shorthand, and it sounds like most of them are being mustered outside the building. So it sounds like you should have a pretty straight shot.
Wonderful.
And as for sort of like narrowing down where Victor is, it seems like Aaron's previous ping sort of bounced off of every magic user, but left sort of a distinctive signature for each of them. And so it should be, having narrowed it down, fairly easy for Julius to jury rig something to find that signature.
I'm going to go ahead and relay that to him then.
That is a thing I can do.
While you do it, I will be back in 1 moment.
Do I get a bonus for using your information or no?
You should.
Yeah.
I would happily pass on the +1 forward for acting on the answer from myself to you.
Well, I mean, anyone in the group can get the +1 forward from acting on the information.
That's not great. It's a 9.
Not bad though.
No,
Yeah.
it's a hit.
So you
Cobble together something with a couple pieces of paperclip and my tablet and I don't know. What could I possibly use to detect magic? You know what? You know what it's going to look like? It's going to look like the ecto sensors from Ghostbusters.
nice. I would say I feel like Julius just bought a bunch of like defective Galaxy Notes on like in bulk. Because you're always building things out of a tablet. Like
Yes.
It's
this
like that
supply
guy.
of
Yeah. It's like that guy that bought the 400 broken switches just to show people how to repair them at home. I'm gonna give Julius the card again because that's what we used to track in the last time.
okay.
Yeah, so between that and my ecto sensor, then we should be in good shape.
Yeah, and you know that he's in one of these. Well, he's in one of these doorless rooms.
One of these rooms that doesn't exactly show up on the blueprints.
Yeah.
All right, so he's right around here somewhere, guys, pointing to our imaginary map. So we just need to get close, I think, and we'll be able to find out where he's at quite easily.
When we find him, I'd like to go in first, please.
I think that's probably wise.
Right.
Okay.
So,
Do we care about why everyone's being mustered outside? Is that a thing we should be worried about? Or just
that's up to
smile
you.
at our great fortune and go get Victor out of here before something bad happens?
Well, I figure if we'd like, I might be able to roll another like a targeted assess, because I figure if I can, if I'm familiar enough with the short range radio stuff from being able to interface it with it, presumably through your communicator, maybe I could roll again to try to find out why by listening.
I will tell you that it will be difficult in the extreme for you to do that, to get more specific than what you have already gotten from them.
Maybe Aaron can see if he can, like, while we're going around, maybe we could see if Aaron could, like, hack into the external security cameras.
If we can find a window, I have my drone. We can just send the drone and go see. But we need a window.
We're down in the guts of the building. Like,
I'm just saying, if we happen to come across one, a skylight maybe. It's a thought.
Well, just figure out what your objectives and priorities are for your incursion here, and
I think our priority is to get to Victor.
Send it back out through the sewer. It might take it a while, but it'll eventually rise up above ground, and we can find out while we're at some other important point where it'd be dramatic to know.
okay, while they're trying to figure out what's going on with the drone, I'm going to go where Julius indicated on the map.
well, it's a room without doors.
I mean, I'm not trying to sneak, so.
Okay. So you can go near where he said on the map, but you don't walk through walls.
we are in the room without doors.
No.
Victor's in a room without
Victor
doors.
is in a room without doors.
Oh, how the fuck are we going to get to him?
It's a null space. Well,
And
we have Kuthka. We can ask him to open another
he
doorway.
says, does it have shadows?
More than
Inside the room? I don't know that we have a good way to answer that.
Well, we do have someone who could probably break through a wall. Both Shamash or I'm sure Discordia could just tear through the wall like it were paper mache.
And you do see that there is a section of wall that is notably degraded.
Oh, right. I mean, he is angry, and we don't want to start any fights. So, like, yeah, I would rather do the Dustin makes a shadow thing, and I go through first just in case he does lash out. Because I mean, I can take it.
Barely.
All right. This might be a tight fit.
Say thanks.
And he does his shadow thing, opens a gate.
How lucky are we, Victor? Do you think you see it?
I don't know, do I?
Fine. For you to decide. Sort of, it's
Right,
gonna be-
that's what I'm.
it's going to be something in the corner of the room.
Okay, so
Where there'd be-
when
or
they
you're
appear
distracted doing your...
out of their portal, they come right into a bird cage made out of my magical energy.
It's just me, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I come in hands up.
So you see my face, and it's like rippling, and like one half of my face is like off and on turning into like the black, like in purple energy, and then the other half is my normal face. And also like my costume is like shifting constantly. And like my body is like losing cohesion off and on, and I'm like working on this huge like sacred geometry circle in the middle of the room that has like energy pulsing through it, and it's matching with the pulse of the miasma that's around my body, like a human pulse.
So that's freaking her out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but she is like, their life is already so weird. This might as well happen. So,
I will also note, for the record, that if this is something that you notice that you see coming, Victor, you also notice that this shadow portal smells like Dustin's magic.
I mean, that doesn't bother me. Like, that's not going to set me off. I'm going to be like, why are you here, Eris?
why are you here by yourself? What are you doing? Look at yourself.
I'm going to figure out what they're doing, and then I'm going to fix it.
By yourself. You talk a big game about we're in this together. And everything you do is to keep the two of us safe and keep the two of us together, and then you cut me the fuck out. Take the cage down. I'm here on your side.
Okay. Is that a fact? What about your taller half? Is she on my side?
I'm going to wave the necklace where you can see it. And, it's touching my skin, so I can't even hear her right now. She's good. We're good. I'm good.
All right, I'll let the cage down. I'll just kind of, swipe, and then it just, evaporates, and it falls to the ground, and then it, puddle moves across the floor to connect back with the rest of me.
Oh, damn. I thought you were going to give me smoke to walk through.
I mean, we could do it that way, too. Either way is fine, really.
Yeah, even as it's dissipating, I'm not worried that if it's touching me or what. I'm not afraid of your magic. But, she is going to walk up and, pull the bottle out of wherever she's got it stashed and be like, can you drink this, right now?
I don't...
You need to stop. You need to, I'm not here by myself. I'm here on your side, but I'm not here by myself. And I don't know how much time they're going to give me before they follow.
You brought Dustin with you.
Yeah, the decision taken out of my hands.
And you want me to drink that? Why? So I won't have any power? What, so all of you can throw me in a cell?
No, so that he doesn't touch you.
Who's he? Dustin? Dustin can't touch me. I would rip him in half if he came in here.
All right, that's a problem. You just do me the solid. Okay, you made it. You know what it does. I'm guessing what it does. Can please, just for tonight.
All right.
No more running off cock. We make decisions together. Let's talk about this.
So I'm going to reach out with my right side, which is the part of me that looks human. And then right as I'm about to touch the bottle, the other side of me, ripples over onto the other side and just, slaps the bottle across the room.
Is this a situation with me where it's someone else? Can I talk to the other person?
You should roll a provoke roll.
Oh yay. Let me do that. But that is my question. Which one's provoke? Oh no! Oh no, I have I'm guilty. I feel guilty, especially since I'm here with fucking Dustin.
You should feel guilty, damn it.
Oh, everybody wish me luck. Here we go.
You get +1.
I don't.
All right. You don't have influence over me anymore.
Mm-mm. You have influence over me.
What?
Oh, fuck. I don't get to talk to the other guy. That was a 4.
Sweet, sweet potential.
Yep.
Yeah. And then, yeah, the double voice is going to be like, I don't need to become less just because all of you are afraid of my power. I can control it. I'm just... Now I'm finally who I've always been.
By the way, Eris, are you on active comms right now? Can your teammates at least hear what...
Shit,
That's
I
a
forgot
good
about
question.
No, I would have turned them off because I'm trying to do this. I would she would have turned them off. Someone who's living with the comms in her ear would have remembered to turn them the fuck off, especially since I was trying to do the stealth thing of like, I'm on your side, but I'm with other people.
Okay.
But yeah. Again, I don't know how much time you guys want to give me. I think since it was failed and since she's already feeling guilty, I think the only response she has to that is like, what, basically to be like, what are you talking about? Like, you've always been Victor and I've never been afraid of you. But I mean, that's all my attempts. If you guys want to come in and spice things up, I just happen to fail that fucking roll.
I mean, how bad would it be for Nullzone to just run in there and null the whole thing? I mean, then you guys are kind of stuck in there, so I'm not sure that that's necessarily a wise solution.
Yeah, and if he nulls the whole thing, well, you don't know that the eye's there, but...
Right.
Then again, while just as easily as I would be nulling him stopping the eye, I would also be nulling the eye itself. The problem is, when I turned it off, the power holding it in place would probably be gone, so that would be our alarm.
Yeah.
There's that.
We do have a couple of people on this side capable of breaking through the corroded section of wall. I'm pretty sure Dustin can probably smash it with a shadow tentacle, or Aaron could probably splash some gloop on it to dissolve it, or Raj could probably blast it to smithereens. I don't know. But we could get through that corroded section of wall with everybody on this side except for me.
I have one more thing I want to ask Victor.
Well, yeah. The voice, the double voice disappears, replaced with a very, very deep voice. And Victor is but a cage that I have slept in for a long time.
And who are you?
I am Victor. The real Victor.
Exactly what I've been saying. You've been you this whole time.
No. I'm more.
Like, if she starts shifting closer, how much is he going to accept that?
Serious question. Can I be empathic through walls? Could I sense how freaked out you're getting?
I don't know. Is it only proximity or is it to barriers? Because she would at this point be getting more freaked out and scrambling for something to do.
Oh wait, I've had problems sensing your feelings with the necklace on, so I might not be able to. Even if I could.
Right, because it's a piece of you and the fucking necklace. God damn it. There's so much stuff to keep track of. She is trying to get the necklace in contact with Victor, but I don't know how much he's going to tolerate her being allowed close.
Well, but worst you can do is try, and if he, lashes out and throws you against the wall, that'll give us some sort of indicator that we need to come in.
There, fair, man. I have multiple uses, even as a one-man wrecking ball.
Yeah.
Does he let her get close? She will walk right over the fucking circle. She doesn't care.
Yeah. As you walk over him, his tendrils and stuff just like pass over your body and like slow you down, but they don't actually impede you.
I mean, she's moving like she's not running. The whole point is to not let him know something's up. I guess she's gonna try to keep him talking to be like. She's gonna ask how. So have you been there the whole time? You know everything that's happened?
Yes. I am Victor. Just without the shackles that his mother put upon him, upon us. I remember what I am.
And is what you are... Does what you are line up with Victor's goals? Of being a hero and escaping his mother's influence?
Some of his goals, certainly, and then that side of the face just smiles, and it's just like huge, long teeth.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say like drool bombs, and that's the worst.
No, but he says some of his goals, certainly.
I hope you're enjoying
How much I'm making you uncomfortable?
how
Yeah.
many of my like gross out buttons. We know each other too well, and I hate you.
So what y'all doing on the other side?
Probably trying to keep Dustin from running in there.
Well, I'm
Doing the countdown until she turns her fucking comm back on.
Ba-da-da-da.
like, okay, it's been off for like 2 minutes. I thought we give her 2 more, and then we just blast in there. Who's with me?
I mean, if she was in trouble, she'd call for us, and if shit was actually going down, we'd hear it, right? I mean, how thick could these walls be?
I love you guys.
Well, I mean, he's probably powerful enough to keep her from turning it on. Let's be honest here. Or breaking it himself.
But if he devolves like he did during that sparring match, we're going to hear it. There's no hiding that.
Okay, so we've been chit-chatting for a minute, me and this monstrosity. Do I have to roll anything to try and get the necklace in contact with his face? Do you think, Simon?
Yeah, I think that
It's kind of a punch.
It sounds like a directly engage.
This is
It's
this is Bridget. I love you so much. I love you. I made
What?
that necklace with a scene like this in mind. Yes, do it. Put that necklace on me.
This is what my character would... Fuck you. This is what my character would do.
Yep. No, go. Yeah, do it. No, it's good. It's so good.
She's working with the information that she has.
No.
That's all you can do.
100% do it. That's why I made the necklace.
So we're going to roll to directly engage as she's just creeping closer. I hope this doesn't hurt him. It's a full hit. I got a 10.
So
Nice.
you got to pick 2.
I have to pick 2. 2.
Take away his not wearing the necklaceness.
No, the last time I took
take
something
away
from him, he
his
blew
neck
up.
nudity.
I want to impress him with the fact that like I'm trying to use the things that he taught me. Impress, surprise, or frighten, I guess. And I'm hoping that this creates an opportunity for my allies. I would like it to shut him down in some way, shape, or form.
So, all right. Before we get to Victor's response,
Hi,
I'm
Jess.
waiting.
Oh my god, that was adorable on your bald head.
Before we get to Victor Jones, I'm going to decide that.
Oh,
That was delightful. It is at this point that Dustin says, "We've waited long enough."
Of course it is.
Oh yay! Now you guys get to like witness this explosion.
And he gates himself in, at least, leaving the gate open behind him.
This motherfucker.
Son of a,
True.
literally, son of a bitch, and follow him in.
Raj also follows through.
All right, Victor, what's
Clymene,
it do?
are you holding down the fort, or are you?
Oh no, I said I was the first one through. I thought maybe I was. Maybe
Point of order before we move forward. Do I know what the machines are doing yet?
Yes. They are a belief engine.
Belief engine. What?
They generate beliefs.
No, they're taking
It's
they're
big-
taking the mental energy that people are projecting towards believing the Chronarch story and like using it to manipulate reality to make it true.
Great.
They're believing
Something.
something. But yes, basically, they are designed to harness
Belief power.
belief in order
Sorry,
to make
Simon.
it reality.
I believe the correct word for belief power would be faith, right?
Imagination.
That would work too. Faith doesn't my kind of faith.
Well, I mean, no, it wouldn't be imagination. My daughter imagines stuff but knows that it isn't real.
Fair.
Believability.
But anyway,
To draw from conscious or unconscious belief and realize it.
Simon, are you trying to say something about organized religion?
No, it's not that kind of thing. That's well, that's like the most boring plot.
all right. So you're gonna put the necklace on me, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm just making it so that it like comes in contact with your skin. Like she's gonna try to grab the creature's face.
So you're
When-
trying to put it on the left side or the right side?
Fuck, I had imagined it in her left hand
Perfect.
because she had the drink in her right. But that's just arbitrary.
So it's when the necklace hits the miasma, it starts like steaming, and your hand starts burning as the miasma around it is boiling. So
That's great.
inside of that, you hit what would be where my human face would be, and in a flash, the entirety of all the miasma compresses back inside of my body like you saw in the gymnasium.
Okay.
And then my eyes just like glow bright green, and then all of the miasma blows out and completely dominates my right side as well. Because I designed that necklace to negate whatever magic my mom had done to somebody.
Oh fuck. And it's okay, so I just loose the demon, guys. This is great.
How much of this do we get to witness?
So now instead of being like yeah, you guys are witnessing all this. Instead of being like formless miasma, it looks like a dark energy being with like big wings, like big claws, and like a horned head.
So I'm just thinking of the Chernobog boss fight from Kingdom Hearts 1 right now.
I've never played Seen Kids, the video game, so I don't know what you're referencing.
It's video. I'm thinking of the guy from Fantasia.
Funny story, that's where Chernobog is from.
Right.
Yeah.
Da-da-da, da-da-da-da.
Yep.
Awesome.
Oh no, that's the first one. Never mind, I lied. Wrong song, but you get the idea. Great! So as you guys come through your shadow portal, literally all you see is... Let's have it so that Victor's right side was facing the shadow. So you see the human Victor, you don't see the shadows. And all you see is Eris like reach out and take his face, as you would expect a friend to do. And then all of a sudden, like he goes back to being Victor for a second, and then he explodes into this like bat-winged creature. You couldn't see the other side. It totally looked like Victor for a second.
Yeah, I think you're up, Kuthka, as I don't know what else to do at that point.
Yeah, even does it hurt me? What does it do to Eris? Victor.
Aside from boiling your hand.
Yeah, does it do the same shit where it just passes through her, or like does she get blown back from it, or?
Probably blown back from it.
That's a shame, because I would love to see that scene of a demon kneeling at her feet. Just for like a second. Okay, yeah. Even Eris is going to be calling for Dustin. And that sucks, but I don't know who this person is.
Which means we need to distract him long enough for Dustin to do whatever he needs to do.
In which direction did it send me, Victor?
So I'm going to say that you're going to go flying through the air, like straight back from him. But in that same moment, that form turns back into Victor, but in all black, and he just basically teleports across the room and catches you in midair. And is like holding you like this so that you don't impact the wall.
Was it towards or away from the Gatorade bottle?
The Gatorade bottle is like off to the side, I would imagine.
I was gonna try to go for it one more time, but like.
But now Victor looks like Victor. He's just dressed completely in a black suit, and his eyes are just glowing green. And his hair is also changed from being like a brown color to being like completely jet black.
I think I want to try a provoke roll.
Let's do it.
I'm like, Victor
Bold choice.
just made a speech 20 minutes ago about how you can't afford to make any mistakes and run off and be all crazy and do stuff because people are going to think you're freaking evil. So then what do? You go off and you run and you do all this crazy stuff just like you made a speech about not doing. Just sit down, calm down, talk this out in the hidden room that's not on the map that no one's going to come bug us in, and let's figure out what's going the hell on.
You guys broke in here.
Like
I snuck in. So who's the one going off bold and half-cocked, Clymene?
Who broke in? They all came through a shadow gate.
Yeah.
Well, you're making assumptions now.
Okay, enough with Flame Game. It doesn't matter. What are you doing?
No, he's rolling a provoke roll.
Yes.
Roll it.
I was pulling up my superior. Ba-ba-da.
Okay.
Survey says 10, full hit.
Nice.
So many of these. It's so good.
So for PCs on a 10 plus, both on a 7 to 9, choose one. So I'm trying to get you to stand down. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm using your words that you just slung at me to try to get you to stand down. So you have the choice right now of either you do it, we add a team to the pool, or you don't, you keep going on and you mark a condition. Your choice.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So the glow in Victor's eyes will go away, and he'll just kind of like lurch forward as if like the wind was knocked out of him, and he'll fall down onto one knee and his hands on the floor.
No, he won't, because I'll catch him.
Oh.
I guess we'll both go down.
I can't believe that worked.
I'm still gonna take your face again, even though like I'm not gonna let the necklace come in contact with your skin. I'm gonna be like, can we get out of here, please?
We have to destroy this machine.
I think I can help with that.
Julius, yeah.
That is within my bailiwick, I think.
They're harnessing spiritual energy. We need to figure out where it's broadcasting.
Well, we just made a machine that traces stuff.
We can wire it into our other sensor grids. That's how we found you.
What do you mean? That's how you found me. What did you do?
We'll get back to that. Do you think that's going to work? We can wire it into the sensor grid we've been working on and trace it to wherever it's broadcasting.
I mean, so Victor definitely felt the sonar ping.
Ping, yeah.
Did you search for just me or everyone?
I searched for just you, but Dustin says I pinged everybody. So there's that. You have
no idea how much danger you put us in.
Well, that might be the case, but we're already here. Let's move forward. And I'm going to start wiring it up to my ectoplasma thing and whatnot. And we are going to unleash my power, I think.
Yay! Let that free flag fly.
Whew.
Nice.
9. The hit.
The power is being broadcast to a nearby weather system.
Oh no.
To a weather system?
As in, like a storm
Like
cloud.
a cloud? Like a storm cloud. Okay.
This is some Night Watch business happening here.
That's curious. Um,
I got one of Baldur's hairs in my eye.
No. And you don't have any nails to get it out.
is it possible that that is the doorway that the tailor was telling us about?
I mean,
the cloud?
Well, if he's...
Sized as a cloud.
we've had
I.
big storm cloud phenomena on 2 recent occasions. One of which was Olgrith describing
how he ended up here, right?
how he ended up here, and the other was the video footage you found from England.
Right.
A rainbow in a storm.
Oh shit, so he's trying to open another one.
It appears that way. All right. Given this, if we shut this off, Victor, is that going to just dissipate, or do we need to do something else?
I don't know. How close is the storm to us?
Oh,
I'll be right back once more.
I mean,
Baldur, no, come on.
Damn.
it seemed like it was maybe just starting to rain around the school when you all poured it out.
So the storm is basically here.
Yeah. The storm is coming over the city.
Okay, I think we need to shut it down.
Can we do it without exploding it?
I mean,
Because, like,
I can
like,
explode it.
no. That's what I'm saying. Can we do it without exploding it and us in the room with it? Because, like, I can walk over and, like, rip a belt off and it stops moving.
Right.
Like,
Boy.
you're a super genius. Like, do you have a screwdriver? Let's take it apart.
Of course I have a screwdriver.
That's
I don't know what the
really
magical backlash of that's going to be if we just do that.
Right, that is what I am asking. Can we stop it without exploding it and us with it?
Victor, Raj, Guthka?
If anyone wants to roll and assess.
I wonder what would happen if I just turned it off from broadcasting, or if that would even work.
I mean, I have a good assess. I can roll an assess and see what I think, but
Okay.
Victor and I have been working together on tech/magic.
What did Simon say
Machines.
earlier?
Eris, we need to get to the roof.
Machinery and arcanery.
Eris,
Yeah.
All of us right now?
just I need to get to the roof
Why?
because somebody has to deal with the storm.
All right.
Eris, look at me. Look at me. I'm fine. But somebody needs to deal with the storm, otherwise the magical energy is going to discharge.
All right.
At this point, I'm going to say Raj steps forward and says, Victor, you were my friend even when you didn't know what I was. I don't know what you are now, but I am your friend. And I can take you to the roof.
All right. Thank you, friend. And he'll put a hand on his shoulder. And he's going to say, Eris, I want you to come with us.
All right. Yeah, I'm in. I'm coming. I will.
Gentlemen, get the machine off without causing an energy discharge.
Gentlemen.
Try.
And Dustin is just going to say, and try not to kill anyone.
Just you, Dustin. And he will just smile, and the edge of his mouth unnaturally curls up, but only Dustin can see it.
That's upsetting.
So, Raj can fly, so if you can get him to places that are vertical, he can handle. If you can handle the horizontal, he can handle the vertical.
God, Simon, you are a gift.
I'm sorry. I just had like a lag blip. What just happened?
Oh, I was saying, Raj said, Raj can fly, so if you guys can handle the horizontal, he'll handle the vertical of getting to the roof.
Great. Perfect. Yeah, let's do it.
No portals.
Otter, come here.
If this could make us a shadow portal to get out of this room that has no doors, that'd be great.
I don't think Kuthka closed it.
Yeah.
So I guess we just step back out. Do I have to roll? Simon, do we have any guards to get past?
Just get your
No.
Yeah, come on.
At this point, there are, though, alarms going off.
There are alarms going off?
Outside of
Now-
that room, Matt, I would imagine, right?
Sort of throughout the facility.
Oh, great.
but you don't see any guards inside.
We don't. Huh.
No, I mean, and you don't know the codes, but they seem to be saying the same stuff that announcing over the PAs, the same stuff they were saying before.
Okay.
All right.
I have an idea that might help, Aaron.
Okay.
I picked up my new ability, reading the files. Anytime I come across an important supernatural or superpowered thing, I can roll superior to see if the files I've gone over have given me one relevant detail about it.
Okay.
So, I'm going to roll superior and see if the files have taught me anything relevant.
Oh.
No. So, however, I get to mark sweet potential, and then Simon gets to tell me why I don't know anything about it.
You don't know anything about it because your folks had never really dealt with time travelers.
Oh, no.
I mean,
All right.
It was worth a try.
it was worth a try.
Let's see. What does assess get me? 3 questions, right?
A 1 or 2, depending on how high you roll, unless you've got a special brain thing that makes it more.
I don't have a special brain thing, but I do have a lot of superior. So I am going to spend a minute and take a look at this and try and use what I have learned from working with Victor on our sensor grid. Oh, for the love of God.
But however,
time out. We have team in the pool.
however, you said you were going to use what you'd learned from Victor, what you'd
True.
learned from working with Victor,
Okay.
which would give you a +1 forward to that. So,
It's a 7. So that's a hit. I get to ask 1 question, right?
mhm.
Oh, excuse me.
So that's the situation. What here can I use to channel? I want to channel the discharge somewhere else to prevent a discharge.
Well, Dustin was talking about cutting off channels. Either cutting off where it's getting the belief energy from, or cutting off where it's sending it to.
Okay.
And if you can convince him to do that,
All right,
if
Dustin.
he can do that,
All right, Dustin. You said you could cut Victor off from whatever energy source he was drawing from, correct?
I think so.
Do you think you could cut this machine off from the energy source that it's drawing from, which is the beliefs of everyone in this entire city? Belief, like literally, if they believe the sky is green, that belief is feeding this machine to some unknown end. But that energy is being channeled and forwarded out, and that's what's causing whatever Victor just went outside to take care of.
I think it makes sense. I could try. Let me.
Because here's what I'm thinking. If you can cut off the flow, that'll stop the broadcast, and then we can shut it down. We don't have to worry about any blowback from however it's sucking this power in.
I can do that if I can do that, but I think I need you to work the machine so that it doesn't have a catastrophic short from being suddenly cut off.
Okay, I think I can do that.
Okay, we're
All right.
So he is going to start with that, and you.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm rolling here for this.
What are your brain moves?
I have always prepared, tactical genius, and logical angle. Logical angle would help him by comforting or supporting him. It wouldn't apply. Always prepared is how I make my gadgets. That could potentially work, but I feel like it's a stretch. And tactical genius is pointing out a flaw in a foe's plan.
I feel like this is a thing where basically it's a test of teamwork.
Okay.
So I think that doing the I think that the one that were comfort or support.
Okay. I can do that.
Would make the most sense.
Works for me. That is a 9. That is a hit.
Yay!
Cool. So he's doing his ritual. You are sort of watching him for cues and fiddling with dials and knobs at the appropriate time.
Mm-hmm.
Synced up with him.
Yeah, just kind of communicating like, all right, shutting this down or turning this up, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cut the green wire now.
Yep.
And as you're doing that, let's go to the roof.
We achieved the roof. Because there were no guards for me to fight.
No, when you go outside...
No, that wasn't.
You do notice that all the guards are outside.
Are they on the roof?
They are not on the roof. They are on the ground, and they are fending off a mob. You can only sort of as a mob of various mages, monsters.
Oh no! We called them all to us, guys.
I wonder how many of them I can turn off at once.
Yeah, like it.
And you would.
But
well,
they are not really paying any attention to y'all.
Okay. Good distraction for us to be turning off the machine and taking care of the storm. I'll have turned my comm back on when we started moving, and I will report back to the other boys to say, Julius, started a flash mob.
Can't talk right now. A little busy.
Well, I'm just reporting back. And I'm looking to Victor. What do we do?
Raj was going to get us up to the roof, right?
We
Yep.
are on the roof.
And he has flown you up there.
Okay. So is the storm, like, over the city?
Yeah.
Boy,
Oh, boy.
fingers crossed.
Is it-
So what's it look like? Does it look like... Describe what the storm looks like to be.
It is a sort of generalized rainstorm, but at the front of it is a huge thunderhead, sort of with electricity arcing across it. It seems to have, like, glowing from within. Broad turns to you and says, I can... If the cloud is the problem, I can start evaporating it.
Do that. But I'm going to need to siphon off some of that magical energy. I'm going to look at... Are you Discordia right now, or are you still Eris?
I'm still Eris. I still have the necklace.
I don't know what you're doing. He's gonna turn and look at Eris, and he's gonna say, I meant what I said. It'll always be you and me. And then he's gonna put his arm around Eris's waist and pull her in for a kiss.
Oh boy. Ah, fuck it. We're in Fantasyland. And we're going to say that she's not in the habit of denying herself things with her cakes and her self-care days. And she's going to say fuck it and kiss him back. And
Okay.
I hope Salvador is not nearby.
She's not.
She hasn't pinged there to see what's going on.
well,
But, and then right after that kiss, I'm going to turn on my moment of truth.
I was hoping you were going to do that.
So I'm
Does she get the chance for one line?
Yeah, sure.
She's definitely going to like point a finger under your nose and be like, this doesn't fix everything.
It's us. Things will never be completely fixed.
I love it.
So what is your moment of truth, Dan?
People have always tried to define you by your lineage, as if from the moment you were born you were meant to be a villain. But they're right, aren't they? The darkness is inside you. So right here, right now, you're not fighting it. You're embracing it. You're both hero and villain, and greater besides. You will overcome impossible odds in a way that no hero would approve of and no villain could comprehend. Of course, after seeing what you can really do when you embrace the whole of yourself, the rest of the world is not going to forget who you are.
Okay.
So, interesting that you made the reference to Chernobog from Fantasia, because that is what's going to happen. I am going to turn into my demonic form and get super duper big, and lightning arcs from the storm head that Raj is trying to shrink are going to start arcing into my body, and it's like I'm pulling the energy into myself, and like the miasma of my body is being badly damaged by all of this energy, but I'm basically ripping the power of the storm. I'm like discharging an electrical charge off of a device, like a little bit at a time, into my body rather than letting the storm come to fruition. And just pulling like tons of dark energy into myself and burning off like huge chunks of my own magic energy, like absorbing this. I'm basically like going to get like 50 feet tall and terrifying looking so that I'm very visible to everyone in the immediate area. Like I'm going to show up on people's like Snapchat stories and Instagram stories, like when something blows up, and because there's just like lightning arcing into my body and lighting my body up, and I'm absorbing all of this, and I'm probably causing a ton of property damage because of all of the energy bouncing off of me and like shattering windows and stuff and like torching cars on the street. But I do dissipate the storm by absorbing all of the energy, and then I just kind of fall out of the sky and just probably like crater into the ground.
The ground?
Yeah.
Not back
I'm
to-
not dead, but I'm like back in Victor form, and I'm just like covered in scorch marks and like new scars.
I'm going to ask Raj for a ride to wherever Victor landed.
Raj as well is a bit winded by his exertion, and but he says, "Of course," and he
I will
grabs you and flies you down.
I will feed you honey for months. He's Fae, right? We established that?
You did not establish that.
I thought you
you
did.
know, I'm going to say
Whatever. She's still going to offer him. Well, no. Which Eris is Greek.
Honey?
Which you would know. Yeah.
honey is.
You feed honey too.
Everyone likes honey.
Yeah. Okay, fine. She's still going to offer him honey because she thinks he's a fairy.
So when you find Victor, like in like a huge crater in the middle of the street, there's already a large crowd that's gathered because my form is like has energy crackling off of it, and my skin and everything is shifting. Like my hands are shifting in between being like claws and being human, and like my wings are like literally like flickering in and out of existence, and my face is changing from like a more like scowling demonic face to my normal face as I just like rest there unconscious, and people have got like phones out and stuff. And I've also got my school uniform on when I'm in my human form.
Guess who doesn't care about cameras?
But I'm out of the scene. I'm completely unconscious because I'm completely like overcharged with energy.
This is going to go great for the person who has a magical window directly into my head. When it gets back to her, I don't know. I'm going to scramble down the crater and like try to catch a human hand, and if it's a claw, oh fucking well. But I'm still going to be
right. You can grab my hand, and I am still completely unconscious.
That's
like,
fine. I don't know how. I'm not a healer. What do you want me to do?
I don't know. Pick me up, I guess.
I
Carrie-
am not going to transform in front of cameras.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure you're athletic enough that you could just fireman carry him, even without Discordia.
Okay, yeah. I guess I'll pick him up and take him.
Are you gonna pick? You're gonna pick me up as Discordia or as Eris?
Yeah, I was gonna say retcon. I'm gonna like after your shit goes down, I'm gonna transform before Raj takes me down to get you, so nobody knows that I'm Eris.
Yeah, because
And
when you pick me up, the energy is like crackling off of me and like scorching you. So you would need to be super to be able to pick me up.
That's fine. I was gonna stand up to the gravity ball.
So yeah, it doesn't feel great because
Neither do you. In general. But yeah, she's gonna like her hair is gonna be like all frizzed out, like Bride of Frankenstein. Not to put comic relief on the intense scene. She is going to like toss back at the people like, you should mind your business, you vultures, or something. I don't know.
I'll say Raj will actually generate a sort of blinding light sort of behind you
Oh, thank you, Raj.
so that anyone trying to take pictures from that angle will
Such
be
a good
defeated.
friend. He's such a good friend. He is I asked him to hold the necklace, by the way, and I'm gonna have to get that back eventually. But just know that he has it.
Yeah, because it'll have no effect on him.
Right. And I guess we're gonna go like hide behind the building and wait for you guys to get out.
Yeah.
End scene. I'm going to thank Raj profusely.
All right. So
So you sort of bit by bit dial the machine down, and he cuts it off more, and you dial it down more, and he cuts it off more, and you sort of work it down to 0. He looks pretty exhausted. And I imagine you do too.
probably. Thank you, Dustin. I don't know that we could have done it without you. Thank you.
He just nods.
So
Probably
get on the comms, like, all right, it's off.
We got to calm down out here. There's still a crowd though, so you can't come up. You have to go back down.
Dustin, do you have enough in you to get us out of this room so we can go back out the way we came in?
I can either get us out of this room and we're walking back to school, or if we can get back to our entry point, there'll be enough ambient magical energy from my first gate that I can get us back to campus.
Eris, can you guys get down in the sewer from where you're at?
Is there a back door that I can break into? Since
Probably.
we're like outside, Simon.
I mean, it's a sewer, so it all connects. You can get into the...
Can I see a manhole cover?
Yeah, I mean, somewhere in your sort of like on the block, there will be a way into the sewers.
All right, well, down we go. I guess I'm carrying Victor the whole way home.
All right, so I guess we're going to get back down to
Meet you
the
guys
sewers
there.
from inside and meet up.
And as you all sort of rendezvous, Dustin will sort of look at the state Vicar is in and say, what happened to him?
He stopped the storm. That's really all we need to concentrate on.
And he conjures up his shadow gate and opens back the portal to Aaron's lab.
I'll go through last.
All right.
I'm hoping Eris and Victor are going through first because he needs to be out of here.
Yeah, I'll go through first, and I apologize for all of the shit that I knock off of your lab table where I stretch him out.
So
I don't really apologize.
No, and I don't really care.
I was going to say, this feels like a pretty good place to call time on the session.
I think so.
I have the last thing I have to say is like when Kuthka comes through and shuts the portal, I want to look at him and say, like, any questions you have about what went down, you should talk to him yourself. And, like, get rid of all this prejudice. Basically. That's all.
All right.
It's sort of an implied, like, pull your head out of your ass. If that makes sense.
Sounds like a provoke roll.
I mean, like, I'm not trying to accomplish anything. I'm just putting it in his head. Like, I'm just talking.
Right. Yep.
I'm just talking.
I would say it was not really implied. It was more, I think, is more overt.
Don't rely on prejudices. Do your own fucking research.
So, there will be plenty of fallout from this in the coming days, of course.
Do we want to do some end of session moves?
But that was what I was going to ask for. This sort of, everyone sort of coming out of this, at least initially. What are your sort of end of session moves? How does this change you?
Well, I'm obviously gonna grow closer to Victor, but I forget what I'm supposed to do with that. Hang on. Ugh, guys,
What?
it's 11:15 at night and I'm hungry.
That's why I made a sandwich.
That's why I had a banana.
I'm probably gonna have some fun dip in a little bit.
Fun dip is not food.
Nope. All right. Well, while you're thinking, I am going to grow closer to the team. I think at the onset of it, we all kind of knew that we wanted to help Victor, and even with the surprise inclusion of Raj and Kuthka, we all worked well together for positive outcome. So, and I don't have any conditions, so I'm going to mark a potential and go up a level.
Hooray!
I want to use similar logic, except I do have a condition, and I think it would make sense for my anger to clear up. Because Dustin's not quite as big of a jerk. I managed to talk Victor down, and Raj is back. I don't have to have any negative feelings about that now either.
I think I am. I don't know. I need to open up the book. Emrys, you have the book open. What are the options?
So you can grow away from the team, which will take influence away from somebody. You can grow closer to the team to clear a condition or mark potential. Or you can grow into your own image of yourself and shift one label up and one label down.
Okay. Well, I think we did a good job of grounding Victor somewhat. So I am going to reduce Victor's freak by 1 down to 2 and increase his mundane by 1 to 0.
Sounds good.
And I know what my advancement's going to be. I am going to take scientific insight. I achieve mastery over a field of science and technology, name it. As much as I've been using particles and quantum physics here recently, I think I am going to make myself a master of quantum mechanics.
Yay.
Okay.
Sweet.
You can do all sorts of fun stuff with that.
Yes, I can.
I have a question for the group. I would like.
Potter, stop.
Obviously, I'm growing closer to Victor, and he already has influence over me, but it doesn't make story sense for me to clear my condition. So should I just mark the potential?
Which condition did you have again?
Guilty.
I mean, it's your choice. So yeah, if you want to mark potential, go ahead. It says you can mark potential or clear condition. It doesn't say you can mark potential if and only if your conditions are all cleared.
Okay, I was just asking the party.
No, it makes sense.
Here in the spirit of collaborative play, guys.
So, we all good for
Yeah.
end of session moves?
I think so.
A reminder that I will be on an aeroplane back from the Netherlands on Monday, so we will not be playing next week.
Okay.
Good luck at Worlds.
Yep. Good luck.
Good luck at Worlds.
Have fun, man.
All right, and so
Always be running. No, wait, that's not.
that's not.
That's the wrong stream.
It's really the same stream. Simon, you want to take us out?
Yeah. Thanks, everyone, for watching, and we hope you'll join us next time at Apex Academy.
Bye.
See you guys.
Peace.